In this video, we'll be talking about news because news are significantly important in the day trading industry. Now, you want to pay attention to the news associated with the pair that you're trading. In my case, I trade the US 30, so I'm going to be focused on American news only. I do not care about news from Japan or from Great Britain or England or the European Union or any other countries. I only care about the American news. So the website that I use is called Forex Factory. You can search it up. Here's the link. It's called forexfactory.com/calendar. And then you're going to get the whole news for the week. Now this is customizable and I'm gonna customize it right in front of you. So you go here where it says filter, and all that I care about is the US dollar. So I'm gonna click the US dollar down here, and then all that I care is the red folder. What does that mean? The red folder means it's the highest impact news. So I'm gonna apply the filter and we're gonna have this news. Now this is customized for Eastern time, okay? So you can see here that obviously red is high impact expected. So that means that this specific news event is going to, it has a probability of causing a radical move in the market. So why do I check this? I check this so I know when not to trade, all right? Now, the news for this week happened at 8:30 a.m. That's awesome because I started trading after 9:30 a.m. Okay, majority of news happened between 8 a.m., 8:30, and sometimes when you get a big major event such as FOMC, which is arguably the biggest US based news that happened last week. Let me show you. That happens at about 2 p.m. So right here, right? FOMC minutes. Now, FOMC is very critical. On FOMC Wednesdays, because it only happens on Wednesdays, I do not trade at all. Like I don't trade before or after. I just don't trade that day period, okay? So, for example, let's say it's early in the morning and I'm coming here to trade, right? I check, it's a Wednesday and I check, oh damn, it's FOMC today. I literally look at the calendar, I close the chart and I go enjoy my day. All right, it's as simple as that. Do not try to trade off FOMC. You might get lucky a few times, but it's very likely that you're gonna end up either blowing your account or losing more money than you expected to. Okay, it's a high volatile day, so my recommendation is do not trade FOMC. Now, what happens if there are news at 10 a.m.? Remember, I start trading at 9:30 a.m. Usually for these days of the 10 a.m. news, I like to trade 5 minutes after the news have hit. Okay, so in this case, Friday, October 13, news at 10 a.m. I like to trade after 10:05. That means that the news were digested and everything is good, and now we can trade normally using our technical analysis and our strategy. Okay, now for the following week, such as this week, we only had news at 8:30 a.m. and then we had this news here at 12. What happens? This is the Fed Chair Powell speaks, so it's at 12. Therefore, it does not really affect me because I only trade from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I have a whole hour past my trading times that the news is going to happen. Therefore, I do not care about that specific event. The event for that Thursday was at 8:30. I start trading after 9:30, so I'm good. The only news that will affect me it will be the 10 a.m. one or FOMC minutes right here at 2 p.m. Now, that is as simple as it gets. I do not trade FOMC, CPI, all this crazy news. And the crazy news are basically anything with the red folder. But in my experience, I don't trade news. And also, you have to be very mindful of when these news are going to take events. So, you have to show up and see the economic calendar every single day before you even start charting. But the news and the economic calendar is very, very important because you can break your trading account if you happen to trade news and you did not know. So awareness is key. Remember this, you already know what website I use, how the filters use. So if you trade GJ or something that it's not involved the US dollar, you can also take a look at the British news or the Japanese news. Now, I don't trade that, so I'm only gonna be focused on the US dollar. But for the most part, do not trade news. That's even worse than gambling because we really don't know what's gonna happen. hope that this was helpful. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.